Hello everyone, I am Rashmi Mangla, working as an assistant professor with the BBA department of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. The subject that I will be taking up today is Human Rights and Values. This is our 12th lecture of HRV and we are going to start with Unit 3 today. The topics that we'll be covering are violation of human rights, which would involve forms of violation of human rights, violation of human rights by state, that is the government, and violation of human rights by individuals and groups. So let's get started. Now, violation of human rights. When we talk about the basic word, violation. Violation means the act of doing something which is not allowed, act of doing something that is not allowed by the rule or the law. Anything that law has not allowed us to do, and if we are doing that thing, that means we are violating. Alright, we are violating the rules. Then, or it can be the act of ignoring or interfering with a person's right. When we ignore somebody's right or when we interfere in their personal rights, that's also called violation. Thirdly, the act of showing disrespect for something. When we disrespect something, that is also violation of human rights. We are, not giving regards to their dignity. So, disrespect is also a form of violation. Now, let's see the various forms of violation of human rights. Human rights can be violated, either via discrimination or exploitation or neglect. Now, first one, discrimination. See, if someone is discriminated on grounds of being a member of socially, physically or economically weaker sections of the society. So, discrimination can be based on any of the grounds. At times, we would have seen people who are from economically weaker sections, they are discriminated. Or people who are, physically weak or handicapped, they are also at times discriminated. So, that's a form of violation. Secondly, exploitation. The attribute of taking undue advantage of the weaker sections. When we take advantage of the weaker sections in the society, it results in exploitation, which in turn leads to antisocial behaviors, and due to which antisocial behaviors take up place. For example, at times we would have seen, the big contractors, they exploit their workers. They take more work from them and they don't pay them as compared to the work which they do. So that is also a form of exploitation. Then neglect. It means neglecting someone or some groups from the development perspective. So when we neglect somebody, a certain group or a group of people, that's also a form of violation. Now, next we'll study violation of human rights. See, violation of human rights can be done either by the state or the government or by individuals and groups also. So first we are covering the violation of human rights by the state. Now state, the state is meant to respect the law and provide basic rights and liberties to people, that we know. But many times the state itself, it becomes responsible for violation of human rights. How does it become? Let's see it one by one. Firstly, repressive nature of the state and its coercive machinery. Many a times government take coercive steps in the name of development. Such steps which are not feasible. ऐसी steps government लेती है in the name of development, and those activities, the steps or activities which government does, they actually violate the human rights. So that's why they are called coercive steps. What kind of steps government can take? Forced eviction and displacement. See, maybe at times what happens is some areas, wherein very poor people are living in huts or something. The government forcibly evicts them out, maybe because of the reason that they want to, build some new building over there, or, they want to have some industrialization project to be undertaken over there. So, such kind of forced eviction and displacement, they are violating the basic human rights. Secondly, unequal impact of microeconomic activities. See, biasness towards one group over the other. If, state does biasness, that one group is given more advantage as compared to the other, that is unequal impact. So, in that case also, state is violating the human rights. Then, deliberately skewed allocation of resources. It means deliberately, twisted allocation of resources. It is done by government by prioritizing the wealthy over the poor. they give more priority to the people who are wealthy as compared to the poor, ultimately resulting in poor becoming more poorer. So which is again a violation of the rights, that the distribution is not properly allocated. So everybody is not being treated equally. Then unfair internal trade rules. See, for example, rich countries, they keep their market closed and keep out the goods of poor countries through tariff barriers. So tariff barriers are imposed in order to keep the goods out of the poor countries. So these are kind of unfair internal trade rules, the rules which should not be there. Then that's the first step, how government violates the human rights. Secondly, role of armed paramilitary forces. See, armed forces are also facilitated with Armed Forces Special Powers Act. They have this act, which empowers them, which confer vast powers on them to be deployed and distributed in disturbed areas. So under this act, they get the powers so that they can deploy themselves in disturbed areas. It can be, civilian killing and firing, or it can be torture and custodial killing, or it can be disappearances. Like people are, they are arrested and they are detained for interrogation without following any lawful procedure. That is disappearances. So such kind of activities can be taken over by the armed or paramilitary forces. Then the third is corruption. Now corruption, it refers to dishonesty or fraudulent conduct by those in power. The people who are in power, typically, involving bribery, they are involved in fraudulent conduct, which is termed as corruption. And corruption leads to denial of right to freely use, dispose and exploit of national wealth for individual and collective development of the society. When due to corruption, the wealth is it gets accumulated to certain people, in certain people's hands, whereas that wealth was supposed to be utilized for the welfare of the society, but that is being utilized for the personal purposes of some few authoritative people, which is ultimately violating their right of using the national wealth. So right to a society free of corruption is in itself a basic human right. Then police atrocities. See, continued police brutality and torture shows that the custodian of law have themselves become lawbreakers. The custodian of law, the people who are authorized to keep the law in place, they have become the lawbreakers. And various types of police atrocities are like encounter death or custodial conditions. Then the last one is failure of government system. See, various human rights are violated due to failure of government system to fulfill their duties. Now, these could be like failure of preventing starvation, or failure to provide equal status to minorities, or failure to ensure minimum wages to workers for having a decent living. So such kind of failures, they also lead to violation of basic human rights by the state or the government. That was the first thing. Now we'll be studying violation of human rights by individuals and groups. See, individuals and groups, they can violate the human rights. Firstly, violation by corporations. Some private organization, they also play a major role in violation of rights of individuals in society. How? It can include, environmental destruction. Whatever actions they do or whatever things they take up, it can lead to destruction of the environment. For example, pollution or acquisition of agricultural land for industrial purpose. So these are some of the methods by which environment gets degraded. Secondly, poor working conditions for workers. That's also violating the human rights of workers. Thirdly, lower wages and facilities for workers. Workers are getting low wages and they are not getting facilities for themselves, which is again ultimately violating the human rights of those workers. Then, secondly, violation by other group or individuals. See, violation of human rights by other groups or individuals, it can take various forms. Like Abuse. Now, abuse can be a physical abuse, that is like physical attack or physical injury or assault, and it can be verbal abuse also. Verbal abuse can include use of abusive language or misbehavior or verbal aggression. Then, secondly, homicide. Homicide occurs, when a person knowingly or purposely they cause the death of another. So that is which kind of right is being violated here? When purposely somebody, one person is causing the death of another, right to life is being violated. Then forced marriage. When parents, relatives, or any other person, they forcefully try to tie a knot of marriage without the wish of the other person, without their wish, forcibly when they are, you know, told to get married. So that is violation of freedom of an individual. Then child marriage. At times, parents or relatives, they are responsible for crimes like child marriage. Child marriage is a crime because Government of India does not allows child marriage. A girl below the age of 18 years and a boy below the age of 21 years, they cannot get married. So, if they are married, the rights of children are violated in that age only when they are not even aware about the meaning of rights. So, such activities, they violate various rights and freedom of an individual. Then dowry death. Dowry death is, there in India still in many villages. Today also, there are many families who kill their wives or who kill their daughter-in-laws for dowry. The brides, they are tortured or abused or harassed. And this is basically causing violation of all basic human rights of a female. Right to live with dignity, right to life, all many rights are violated due to this. Then last one, child labor. Now parents and employers, they are responsible for violation of rights of children who make their children, the ones who are below 14 years of age, the parents or the employers who make them work, they all are violating their rights. It violates their right to education, it violates their right to give proper environment for growth and development. So, individual and groups, they are also responsible to quite an extent in violation of human rights. That's all for today, children. Let's see some of the questions based on today's concept. What is meant by violation of human rights? How state or government is violating the human rights? How individuals and groups are violating the human rights? Stay tuned for the upcoming lectures. Thank you.